Hello, everyone. It's Jaja Awakened, and I just wanted to come to you with a video explaining how the surrender phase is important in moving forward in growth to reach union and reunion for twin flames. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, everyone. It's Jaja Awakened, and Spirit put it on my my heart and mind to have a talk real quick. This video shouldn't be too long, but I'm learning that just to let Spirit, Divine, and my ancestors, do have their way, basically. So we're going to let Divine have his way. And this is going to be a topic on twin flames, and really it's going to be on surrender. And it's going to be, I have a little glass of wine here, and you may see me sip, but it's basically surrender is something that us divine feminines do not want to really hear. We don't want to talk about it. It's hurtful, and it's something that a lot of us that are not quite ready to go into union, we don't want to hear the term surrender because of what it may mean to that divine feminine. And I was just thinking about some of the things that I went over in the 10 stages video that I put out, and I was really led to put that video out. So I really would like everybody that views this video to go back if you haven't checked that video out. It's pretty long, but it's a lot of information that is informative in that video, and it may help you move forward in your healing journey that will ultimately move you towards union. And so with surrender is meaning that you are comfortable. Now, I'm not going to say okay with, but comfortable with the idea of possibly not going into union with your divine masculine. And so I personally believe that every twin will go into union with their counterparts in this lifetime. Now, with that being said, you may go into union with your partner in this lifetime, but it may just be a temporary union. And so only Divine really knows those that will stay in union and those that will go into union for a temporary time period, and then other things may occur in their lives that will cause them to not go into harmony together in this lifetime. But I want to discuss the fact that surrender means basically you have healed so much that you are in a space of self-love that is so strong. You're in your Empress mindset, and you are thinking, if this connection does not go into fruition like I'm thinking, as far as husband and wife, live together partners, children being born, marriage, which is the same as husband and wife, but a connection that is a day-to-day, live together, see each other every day type of union, then I will be okay. I'm not going to have sleepless nights. I'm not going to have days where I just cry and cry and cry, and a swollen face, swollen eyes. It's basically taking you to a point where you can function and live your life peacefully, literally peacefully, with good vibrations and good energy and positive energy to give back out to the world, knowing that you are not with your partner. Now, I know exactly how some of you may be feeling to hear that, and it's something that is uncomfortable, stirs inside of you, because you don't want to ever think of never getting to that point of union where you live together, love together, and you are creating together and pursuing things together in marriage or in just a commitment to each other. And so that is what surrender is all about. It's bringing you to a point to where you are finally comfortable with the idea that you may not necessarily be in a day-to-day partnership with your twin. Now, when I got to that point, I went through, I think it got to the point, and it's gonna be hard for me to say this, but it is so true. It got to a point where I was tired of getting hurt. I was tired of crying. I was tired of questioning things. I was tired of getting no answers, and I was tired of sleepless nights. And I finally was so fed up that I just said, you know what? I'm picking myself up and I'm moving forward, because I don't like this feeling. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the things that I'm thinking and the way I'm behaving. And I know that I'm better than this. I'm a strong person. I have a real strong will, and I'm gonna move forward. And so that's what I did. And when I got to the point of not refusing to harbor on the past hurts that were caused by my twin, or situations that didn't turn out how I thought they should, and I just literally said, have your way, Lord, in my life. Your will be done. And I really started acting on that as if I really believed, like, have your way in my life. I'm just here, living this experience, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow, so to speak. And so I need you to have your way and your will be done. That is when I realized I wasn't crying anymore. I wasn't lower vibrational. I was actually happy. I actually lost a little bit of weight. I was smiling more, laughing more, cracking jokes, wanting to go out and be about and in the world. And I just noticed a real change. And that made me it made me realize, like, hey, I've moved on to a different stage, basically. I'm not living in, and I hate to say it, I was wanting to say darkness, but I'm not living in lower vibrations. And so that, it caused me to have a different outlook on things. And so it was times, I cannot tell a lie, it was times where I thought of him and I felt a sadness, but it was so brief. It was brief. It didn't stay with me. It wasn't a toss and turn type of night. It wasn't a cry until my pillow is wet type of night. It was a warm thought that I thought, or a memory that came and went. And I was just living my life. And I actually went through that for a good year, if not a year and a half. And it just made me realize that I could actually do this if it weren't gonna happen. If I had to move forward, I'm not going to limit myself to stagnation and to lower vibrations and unhappiness because of something that wasn't meant to happen. So I started to realize that the union wasn't meant to be at that time. I realized that the union was not meant to be at that time. And so I said, well, you know what? What is meant to be is for me to live and to have fun and to be the best woman that I can be and the best mother to my children that I can be. And I know that when it's supposed to happen, Divine will come on in with the blessings and surprises for me. And I actually started feeling better. And so I want you guys to know that surrender is not negative. It's very positive, because you'll when you get to the surrender stage, you'll see your growth, and you will be proud of the long journey that you have traveled and how far you've come. And you will be like, you literally will say, self, I'm so proud of you. And you'll literally cry happy tears. Because if you asked me about 2 years ago, I would have thought, I don't know, I'm never going to go into surrender stage. I'm never going to be in that mind frame. I don't know how these folks, these people are out here talking about surrender like it's going to be easy and it's normal. It's not normal. Like, I want this so bad. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, it would be so wonderful if I were in union. I can think of so many things and businesses and upgrades that could happen for both of us as a couple. But I'm not going to not do what I am supposed to do in life and fulfill my purpose just because of this person that is not meant to be in my life at that time. There is work to be done. It's just like when people come into your life and they say that person is a seasonal person. They come in for a season. They're only meant for a certain time to teach you a lesson, or you to teach them a lesson, and then they leave. Whatever your karmic is, not your karmic, I'm sorry, your twin is going through, it's for a season. And you have to think, it's not your time. It's not the appointed time. So because it's not time, does that mean you're gonna like lay in the bed and not live your life and be depressed? No, because those are days, weeks, months, and years wasted. So you're going to live your best life. You're going to get up. You're going to start pursuing those dreams and goals, and you're going to start living your best life by reaching your full potential. And guess what? Once you start realizing that you're actually accomplishing goals and you're reaching your full potential, guess what? Guess what? You're going to be operating at such a high vibration and frequency that you're going to attract your divine counterpart back into your life. And they are not going to even be able to resist you. It's called laws of attraction. Look it up. You are going to be operating at such a high vibration and frequency that you are not going to even, you're going to be unbothered. You're going to have, so you still have work to do on your own. It's just like going to see a doctor and finding out they don't have their degree yet and they don't have any experience behind them. You're going to be like, I gotta go. You're not going to want to get the work done. How can you expect to just get your union and not have got your degree, so to speak? You haven't done the work to earn your degree, to earn your PhD or your master's or your bachelor's, figuratively speaking. How can you expect to get that practice, to have clients coming in? And I just use that as an analogy. But if you think about it, if you're not done with your mission, why are you trying to reap the rewards? And I hope this resonates with someone out there, because it is something that we all have to think about. You're upset, and if anybody's like me, I would literally get angry when I heard people talking about surrender, because I felt like they would really be basically saying, oh, get over it, let go of this connection and move on and be happy today. And it's like, you expect me to be happy? Have you felt this connection? You're not being realistic when you say that. But actually, all of those people are being realistic. And when you get to the point of you've been hurt so many times, and half of the hurts honestly are us mentally telling a story that is not even true and complete, and expecting results, and we know better. It's basically lying to ourselves because we haven't done the work, or there is something that we've thought of in our minds and created. Like doubt. Doubt can make you start thinking that your counterpart is thinking and doing certain things, and that's not their intention. And so you have to be real careful with doubt, because doubt is very tricky, and doubt will make you fall deeper and deeper away from surrender, because then you'll start second guessing yourself, and second guessing the connection, and second guessing your visions, your dreams, or whatever gifts you have, and then you'll be going backwards instead of forward. And so that's one of the reasons why I put out the video regarding the 10 stages, and they may not be in order because I was freestyling first of all, and I was trying to remember all of the stages from 6 years ago because I couldn't find my journal. And I wrote in the description section that that particular journal with all that information was stolen from me, and I never recovered it. So somebody out there has that journal, and I hope that it's blessing more than one person. I hope that it's being passed around, and I hope that it's gonna bless somebody and open somebody's eyes to the twin flame connections and the possibilities of love and how strong it is. But so it saddened me when I realized that that journal that got stolen was the journal that had all the information in it. But Spirit started giving me, during the video, Spirit started giving me the stages that I had forgotten. So I'm so thankful for that. And so I just ask that you check it out. And it is long, but it will help you. It's very informative, and it will help those of you that are determined to move forward and to get to the next stage and to go into union. Because it's just like I said, you can't expect to reap the reward for works that you didn't do. So if you know that you have a lot of baggage deep down in your soul, you're not fooling anybody but yourself, because Devine already knows. And guess what? Your connection with your twin flame, they know that you have baggage and work too. And sometimes if you take a long time to do your work and you're not healed, you can repel them instead of attracting them. So keep that in mind too. If you're not doing your work and you are thinking that and hoping and wishing that they will come back into your life or communicate with you, sometimes it's a repellent for you being lower vibration and stagnated, that they're not going to call you, they're not going to reach out, because they feel a disconnect or they feel a negative energy coming from you. You have to remember that you're connected. So they feel your energy, they can hear your thoughts, they have visions of you and dreams, and you share dreams, and it's an amazing connection. But if you don't do the work, you can go backwards, and you can cause your counterpart to go backwards as well, because of the mirroring that could be happening. So, I just felt led to put this video out to talk about surrender is not such a bad thing. It's a good thing. And once you go through surrender, you will be so thankful for everything that you've learned, and for the space, the mental space that you'll be in, and how far you've come, and how you're willing to move forward. So if you have any questions, please give me a call, or you can email me, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and you have a blessed night.